Hello! What's up, everybody? Let's continue with a good old Star Wars MMO. So, apparently we got mail. Let's grab that mail quickly. Did I want to sell something? Or did I already sell stuff? We're good to go. Who cares? No. An excellent performance. Geoverse on behalf of Moff Sarek. Moff Sarek wishes to convey his appreciation for your assistance with Lord Jarrett Thule, who is proving to be more pliable than we had previously believed. He has ordered several sneak attacks on House Organa forces and requires less and less guidance from Moff Sarek every day. The Moff is certain this is due to your influence, particularly in how you handled the rebel Kilessa and his men. It is the Moff's hope that the ideals of civilized warfare will leave Alderaan forever. He thanks you for your contribution. Respectfully, Geoverse. Alright. Yeah, just doing my job. Just doing my job. Where to? Steal killing poison. Sure. Is that a main quest though? Well, we need to go north no matter what. Equipment tent to Killik problem. Doesn't look like a main quest. Oh, this is like a planet quest, but not main quest, I see. Okay. Well, let's do it anyway. Is it a bit quiet? Controlled by the Seekers. Not sure. Killiks. I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest. Like, lore-wise and such. They're more interesting creatures than swarm insects, I suppose. Though you can kinda make them interesting. And they kinda try this. We'll see that in a second, I suppose. When it's all about the hierarchy and the structure that they have. Seal Killik poison disperser, alright. You know what I'm kind of missing here? Like, I don't feel impressive. Maybe it's also the MMO problem, that it's not a first-person shooter. Maybe that would be otherwise. But I don't feel like everybody's, we are afraid now because there's a mighty Sith coming. Everybody's just standing around and doing nothing, and then they go, oh well, I guess we gotta fight now. Oh, okay, we're dead now. Okay. See what I mean? Yeah. I know, it's a bit late to ask for this artifact. That's a crafting shit, right? Yeah, whatever. We can equip this, apparently. Then equip it. I mean, I get it, it's work to like implement that, but if you would take greater care to like make the player feel a certain way. This goes for almost all games, by the way. I'd say that would make a huge difference. Like I said, it's with the remakes, the Star Wars remakes, it's not so important that you bring all the characters back. It's more important to get the same beats, the story beats, and the same feelings and reactions from the crowd. That is way more important than getting all the other stuff right, you know? I mean, it's cool to see Han Solo again, but it's not cool if he's just like a weaker version of him. Han Solo is not cool because, yeah, well, I guess he's Harrison Ford, but Harrison Ford got good for a certain reason, you know? Like, as an actor, because he was like, I don't know, he was fresh. He was like, brave is the wrong word, but he was like sassy, and I'm not even sure if he was like versatile or some people would argue that probably, like Blade Runner stuff. That was Harrison Ford, right? Blade Runner, yeah. But still, he brought something interesting, so to the table. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like first world problem, luxury complaints, you know, like, is it really too much to ask to be like spoiled? In a way, it's kind of that, but yeah, I guess maybe if you boil it down to a more simplistic approach, it would be like care more about the emotions that the player are having, and like maybe even test this with like beta testers or alpha testers or whatever, than just assuming things, you know? Like, I come back to this, I've never played it myself, but I watched like tons of Let's Play of it. What's the name of the game? Damn, PlayStation game, I think. Crap. Oh, Until Dawn, of course, yeah. So what they did was like, they were really invested into the reaction of the players, you know? And so what they did is like, they went so far to even like measure sweat and heartbeat rates, and you know, really tried to improve the outcome by thinking from the user's side, and not from. Yeah, well, I guess the commercial aspect was also there, but oftentimes that's what it. What my problem is with AAA games, you can literally feel like all the economic decisions, how they like fucked up the game, basically in the end. It permeates through all the decisions, you know, through all the gaming design, and that's why, in the end, all this loot box crap will never like be top notch. It just won't, because if you're trying to like really milk people for their money, like milk all the money out of people, it will show, and it will bring the rating of a game down. It just does. It just makes it a worse game, you know. Whether it's like grind fests or paywalls or whatever it is, whatever system you implement, it will like make people sad and angry. There's just no way around that. And if you make a good game that doesn't do that, you just have a competitive advantage. That's just those are just facts, you know. No. So poison killer hives. Am I like going completely the wrong way? This is completely on the other side, man. Okay, let's go to the glider then. So yeah. I mean, you can charge people money, maybe like even ludicrous, insane amounts of money, but don't just like shit in their faces. You know what I mean? People will notice at some point. I mean, if you want like exquisite payment, then for fuck's sake, bring some exquisite to sell. Something exquisite. Know what I mean? Not just a random ass boring game that's been done like thousands of times before. Alright, there's a new mission here. Apparently. Somewhere in here. Oh, it's Heroic, of course. What else? Yeah. This is like this rings true. This feels true for me to like for a lot of things, like whether it's movies or games. You know, I'm a like when I play pen and paper role playing games. And I put at least some emphasis on the reaction of the players. Like if they, of course you can always try to force your way through and say, well, I'm God, fuck you, I do what I want. But, yeah. I don't know, man. It's not that easy. I mean, people like to complain as well, of course. And if you just try to follow everybody, then you will end up with nothing, doing it right for no one as well in the end. So, it's maybe it's not that simple, but all I can say is people will notice your priorities. Like over the long term, it really will bleed through and shine through. You know.
Stanel Fool? I was told you want to see me?
Yes, Moff Sarek said you'd be here. We've had an inspection team lost to the Killiks for days now, advisors from Droman Kaas. They were inspecting one of our mining sites for lanthanide deposits. But in the middle of their inspection, the entire place was overrun by Killiks. We've had no communication for days.
What exactly does this have to do with me?
Moff Sarek wants the inspection team rescued, and fast. Apparently some of them hold serious rank off-world. And the Killiks don't exactly respond to negotiations. They're the native aliens here. Giant bugs with just enough sentience to shoot a blaster. Attacking these Killiks would take half our army, but apparently I'm too close to the problem to strategically assess its value.
Sounds like a huge waste of my time.
Wait, there's more to it. My daughter was leading that team. I don't know if she's alive or dead. If you can find her, find our advisors, free them if they're prisoners. I promise you a reward that will leave me bankrupt.
Yeah, I doubt that. I like rewards, so.
You start digging into that treasury. I'll get everyone out of that mine that walks on two legs.
If you rescue Daria, I will gladly give you my every last credit.
See, this is like a very basic quest now. But I think I kind of feel something here. Like if the actors, for one thing, would like really transport a certain urgency within the dialogue, like they would be really invested. Like, well, that was pretty okay. Like, say, yeah, you give me that, and I'll do that. And the other guy's, oh no, my daughter. So yeah, I don't know. My point is, every story has been told in the end. You won't come up with something completely new and brilliant. It's more about the execution, I think. So and the effort you put into it, you know. And of course you can only adjust yourself so much, but you kinda would be nice to have that as a starting point, you know. This is why all the Star Wars movies, the newer ones, like, feel weird to me. But maybe it's also because, I don't know, because the Star Wars fans are really different, and so many, you don't have an homogeneous voice in the end. Okay, I think I'm wrong here. So they tried to make it like good for everyone, and they made it good for no one in the end, like really good at least, or at least for, I don't know, but I just have that feeling that if you try to keep it relatively simple and have some passion in there while you're telling your story, first of all, you kind of have a story to tell. Your story shouldn't be like, how can we milk the Star Wars fans and the nostalgia and retro wave, and I feel that's the starting point for Disney and for, well, everyone who has been involved with the Star Wars franchise lately. So yeah, I'm not surprised that the outcome isn't that satisfying. Well, think about it this way, like the very first Star Wars movie, no one expected much from it, you know. It was like, yeah, we got that thing, and there was no pressure there, and yeah, so that's a more fertile ground to build on, you know. Like, speaking, you have to coordinate with like tons of people, marketing, toy creators, and license idiots, and you know, just a bunch of, like, half the world just to get that thing going. And yeah, so I don't know, too many cooks spoil the food, I guess, something like that. On the other hand, subverting our expectations, giving one guy all the power to create his vision didn't necessarily work out either. I don't know, man. It's just a very it's not a good ground to start on. Like, yeah, tell them like it is. It's more like, yeah, that's just a problem. They just want to earn money. They don't want to tell a story, you know. That's what they need. That should be the prerequisite for the frigging next Star Wars movie. Let's say, like, if you found someone like, I don't know, young screenwriter, or even an old one, who was like, yeah, I've got that fan fiction here that I put like super much effort and love into it, and that's the kind of guy you should, like, at least have it as a constant advisor, you know. Someone who really knows his stuff. I mean, in the end, plot holes and ooh, nice. When they like retconned, is that the word? Change things in retrospective about the lore. Those are unnecessary things to like create some anger from the at least the hardcore fan base, I suppose. So why do that? You know. Anyway, I think I'm on a rant here. Yeah. So, if you at least put a few passion people in as an advisor, I mean, like, passion as in they already did upon a bunch of like super hyper nerdy shit that instead of just saying, yeah, I'm young, motivated, and passionate, like that's PR bullshit talk, you know? Like, no. I mean, like a really proven Star Wars nerd. And, I mean, maybe they got advisors like that. They probably did. But then fucking listen to them if you have them. You know? Like Mark Hamill said, like, yeah, we're not on a good track here, like something like that, and they fucking didn't listen to that guy. He at least knows something, a bit what he's talking about. I mean, he's freaking Luke Skywalker. Why is it that hard, huh? I don't get it. What kind of... I really would love to see like a documentary, like an unbiased documentary about like all the decision processes involved in the last movies. I know there are some like about Lucas and whatnot, and they're already bad enough. Nobody's trying to challenge Lucas. Yeah, so there are tons of things that can go wrong, and Lucas himself probably knew what he was getting into, because he didn't want to make Star Wars like for a whole long time, and yeah, he kind of was right in the end about that, right? But yeah, even it's so weird. Even the creators, like George Lucas, or same with Alien on some level, Ridley Scott, sometimes the creators don't even understand what and why the audience likes a movie. It's just a bit of coincidence and being at the right spot at the right time sort of thing, you know. And you'll only learn that after they do like the third part of the series or the sixth or whatever. I mean, didn't they, like, when they read the script, you know, to the last few Star Wars movie, did anyone truly go like, oh man, these scenes are so, I don't know, they just grabbed me by the feels, and some people like wept somewhere in tears, somewhere burst out laughing? You can tell me that? No way. Fuck no. Nobody did that when they were going through the script. So, see what I mean? Everybody knew that it was just an average script to like milk money out of the retro people, mainly, and well, all the fame, not only the retro people, I suppose, but just out of the name of the brand, like, you know. Blame you! You can tell me otherwise, I won't believe you. Because they didn't feel it themselves. If they have any feelings left besides like the size of their wallets making them get a boner. Sorry, feeling really ranty at the moment. I'm an angry Killik larvae, I suppose. But I mean, yeah, maybe it's like luxury whining. No, want some cheese with that wine. But I don't think it would actually be that much work to improve the situation, like improve all the work.
Bless
Not
you.
sure.
In the name of the Emperor.
Sure. You'll be dead like within a few weeks, I'm sure. That's just how the Empire rolls. So I'm kind of asking myself, didn't they try that on test audiences? Like, maybe they should already start with test audiences, like playing them just a single scene, just to see what kind of impact the scene has. And if it has none, they should just redo it.
Life.
You know?
I thought I'd rot in there.
Unless, of course, it serves a greater arc, then okay, then test out the arc. But I guess that's not the calculation. I fear the calculation is just more like, will it make us money? And not, will it set a new milestone, or will it create something interesting, something that's art, basically. It's basically the question, do we want to create a product, or do we want to create art, right? Do we want to create something lovable, interesting, that people will talk about, or do we want to drive a Ferrari for sure? You know? There's a gamble in it, of course. So, there always is, and you can negate the risk and somewhat, and that's what Hollywood has been doing, like in the last decade, I suppose. Like playing it safe, maybe. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for a new, really well executed Star Wars movie that I can really like. I mean, let's look at it from the other side for a second. There are like younger folks they don't have that rose-tinted glasses on and say like, yeah, you're overhyping everything. Star Wars, even the first 3 movies weren't that good. I kind of can see an argument there. And well, I lost my train of thought. That shocked my brain too much. I cannot think clearly anymore now. How dare you think that? Yeah, no, I think it's kind of legitimate to at least question whether or how much nostalgia blurs a vision. But I think even the naysayers and pessimists and just very no fun people like me will fall in line if the movie's like really good. If you Like, passion and emotions always work. It's just humans work that way. They're like diseases. They get transmitted, and they kind of infect everyone around them. It's really hard to fight that. If you gotta, no matter what emotion, whether it's sad or like you get angry at the villain, or you get like you I don't know, you laugh, or you can feel you sympathize with the hero, or laugh that's going on between two humans or aliens or whatever. If it is a convincing story that brings it, you know, then I think it will prevail. No matter what the intentions. Yeah, of course, many intentions. Like every moviegoer, everyone who watches a movie in the beginning, kind of has a plan how he's going to react with the movie after he's seen the movie or to the movie. But you can change that pretty easily, I would argue. What are we doing here anyway? Just freeing people. That's not a job! Freeing people? I'm a sis. What the hell am I doing here? Oh yeah, of course, the daughter. He just said that. No, we shouldn't loot until we have killed everyone around us. Look at those silly insects. Can't do nothing. But shoot they can. They're pretty sturdy as well. They're like ants. You're not Killiks, you're ant people. This is like, is that how ants build their things? This is more like a wasp structure, wasp nest, right? This is like paper mache, I don't even know, stuff that they shit out. Or do they puke it out? I don't even know. Some disgusting thing.
Have removed those who are not of the nest. Had they stayed, they would have learned the peace of the joining.
Your
I will not
eyes.
deny you your prize. But leave now. There has been a song of swarming. We have claimed these mines for the nest.
I'll decide when I'm done here.
A human attitude. In the nest, no one needs to fight or defend a reputational pride. Once we were called Daria Thule. Now we are known as new child of the Ukanuku nest. We have tasted the gel and scented the egg chamber. We have joined.
Sure you have. I mean... Alright.
I don't care about some bug cult. I'm here for the reward.
We are of the nest now. You cannot take it from us any more than your lungs could live outside your body. There is no war among the kind, no hate, no confusion. We are one, and we are at peace. We will never return.
Hive mind.
Am I supposed to care?
Here we are safe. Here we are at peace. Here we will stay.
Come with me, or die along with every Killik here. That's your only option.
No, we will never. We are hearing the voice of the nest. We have decided it is not worth many losses to save one. The nest has spoken. We will return.
Good. Okay. So, yeah, that is kind of neat. kind of neat story arc, but I don't know. Maybe if they had like implemented an interaction with a Killik at the very beginning before we entered the cave here, would have made it more like my own decision, like to slaughter Killiks, because now before I entered here I just felt like a, I don't know, like a bug exterminator, and now I don't even feel like remorse or something. It's just like meh. But maybe that's just me because I'm an evil person. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I get her, but it would have been interesting to see at least some Killik reaction, you know, to establish, and they don't even need to talk for that. You can convey a lot of things through body language, just like they do, like you shall not pass motion, and you go, yeah, but I'm a cis, fuck you guys, and chop off their heads or something. So that would have made me more invested into the story, but that would have required like another dialogue option, and that's apparently too much work. I don't know, I'm just complaining. Just in complain mode, guys. Let's just make everything better by complaining and wait till somebody else does it. Not me, though. Alright. Well, this sounds nasty. Sounds like we're walking doo-doo. Hello. We got some dice flowing around. What the hell? They've multiplied. Alright. You were saying? Good. Yeah, I guess it's all like whining on a very high level. Well, what happens if you have too much time and are being lazy like me. Alright, yeah, let's go there next time. Thanks so much for watching and listening to my rant, and see ya. Bye bye.